In the Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
Complete downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes were at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
The Ducks are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Perry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They've got the screen set up. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
It's complete to the right.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kick is in the air. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Moore will throw. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Catch in the middle, it's Perry. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Right on target this time. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they'll run it to the right here. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. That's caught. It's Benson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Moore to the air. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On the run, it's Coleman. Turning it on!
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll keep it on the sneak. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Rush is on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. The sure hands, it's Green. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Williams will pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Perry. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Nice move to keep running. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They go to the ground. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off play action on first down. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Makes his man miss. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Williams will pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Williams looking for a man. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the run, now to throw. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They kick it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to slam in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams it ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams will pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes the heat. He makes a catch. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Perry. Oh, what a cut! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Gives it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies!
A nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, and they blocked him. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Makes the catch. It's Benson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.